Yeah, so just point the camera at me, and they assume me going like this is because it's lots of sandflies. So, and this thing around my neck, by the way, is an old neck warmer that I got from the UK. I don't think it's got a brand on it. Malden and Polarine. Okay, there you are. It's got a brand name on it. I bought this. Sorry, the battery's going low. Yeah, this neck warmer I've just got to keep. I keep that. It goes up underneath the motorcycle helmet and just keeps the air off, and it's keeping the sandflies off at the moment. So yep. And I bought that probably 35 years ago in the UK when I was dispatching. It was nice in the winter. The Americans, I guess, have the buff, which is a lot thinner. I've got one somewhere. I don't really wear it. This is more comfortable. I guess polar fleece would probably be what it is, but and this is my kind of sort of like go-to bush shirt. It's a legendary whitetails garment. I really like it. It's got I don't know if I've ever showed it, but it's got lots of little features. It's a thicker material, got a nice collar, and this one's a size too big, so I can put a sweater, a t-shirt underneath it and everything, and it goes nicely under the leather jacket. So that's really all it in terms of the camping stuff. And I'll just switch over to the other camera, and you can see the birds have come down, sandflies are still attacking, and it's 9:15. Gets dark at around 9:30, so at the moment 9:30, 10 o'clock, so I've got plenty of time left. That's why I took my time to get here, leave in the afternoon, 6-hour drive, and 6-hour drive, 5-hour drive, and got here at 7 o'clock, had tea, and it's an hour later, and I can read a book, and I might go over to the stream and see what's floating around in it, see if there's any fish or anything. I didn't bring my fishing rod, but I do have my fishing license, so we'll see. This is a little town called Reefton, which is on my way back from the overnighter. It's just a small town, not too big, typical country town. The sun, I'm going due east, so the sun has just come over the top of the mountain and the glare in the GoPro, so hopefully you can see a little bit. This annoyed me quite a bit on the way back, but some good scenery. This is going back through the Lewis Pass from Reefton towards the Canterbury Plains. It's basically wends its way along the river valleys that go through, and so just some short clips of me riding along. It's about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and the temperature's mid-20s and no wind whatsoever. And these are little tiny wee hamlets that you see dotted here and there. And I'm just coming up through the tail end of the mountain range. And here you see a little bit further on, probably about 50 kilometres further on. Again, the sun's a little bit higher, and you can see the core mountain range, which I go through. That's actually the actual pass itself. It's not too high up, but it's a nice ride. And then we're just approaching that pass a little bit closer further on. There's a lot of this flat road at this particular point in place, so it's just sit back and relax and enjoy the weather. Quite a long straight on this one, and then we get further on, and now we're actually approaching the pass. So what you can't see here is I'm actually going slightly uphill and through some native bush forest. This is beech forest. There's a bit of this around the place, and it's quite nice and cool to drive through, and Here we are, it's opening out of it, and just some other road signs that you see. Basically you're driving along, and I had the visor down, the sunscreen down, and the road disappears because it's a little bit darker than what you see on the video. You're kind of wondering where the corners are, but GoPro's mounted to the handlebars on the, or not to the handlebars, to the front indicator stalks on the bike, and this is just dropping downhill into the middle of the pass, place called Springs Junction. We just come down and there's a little fuel station. And then the other side of Springs Junction we come back into some more beech forest as we climb back up and to go through the actual pass itself. I didn't show much of that because I've been through it that many times. I tend to switch the GoPro off, but it's standard state highway road, my neck of the woods. So we've come through the Lewis Pass and Engineers Camp, and the river that goes through the pass is just on our left here, and we're just trailing along, coming down into the flat. Then at the far end of this valley we have another small hamlet called Hamner Springs.